Hello and welcome to clip number 10 in this Microsoft Project 2019 series. Now what we're going to look at in this clip is how we create a milestone. Right? What is a milestone, you may ask? Well, a milestone is basically a point in time within the project. It doesn't have a duration. It's not a task, but it just means that all stages or all parts of the project up to that point have been achieved. Okay, so that basically what we've got then is a date to work to for each of the stages or set of tasks, etc., that we might actually be trying to set up. I suppose if you think of a book with chapters and you throw in a bookmark, then a bookmark really is a milestone because it gives you the point that you've reached within that book, whether it's a chapter, at the end of a chapter, beginning of a chapter, or halfway through the chapter. Okay, so let's look at how we might insert the milestone or milestones. Now again, depending on the project, how complex it is, how many parts you've broken it down to, how many stages you've got, you might have quite a few milestones, or in other projects you might just have one milestone, which is the one at the end. So I'm going to start off first of all by putting in a milestone at the end here. Right, and I'm just going to put here completed house milestone. Okay, so that we know what it is. Now, project does not know that when you put anything in, that you're basically saying it's a milestone. As I've said before and previously, milestones have no time, no day, no duration whatsoever. And the way that we tell project that is that we take the 1 day or 1 week or 1 month or 1 year, whatever it is, and put in a 0. And if I put in a 0 and press return, you'll see now that I've got a nice little diamond shape here, bold, with a date on it. Okay, and the date there is the 21st of August. Sorry, September. Get your dates right. And you'll notice that it's picked up the date that the project starts, right? So, of course, we can't have completed the house when the project has just started. The other thing that we have to tell it is, where does the milestone sit within the project? Right, now we won't have completed the house until we've completed the groundworks, the building works, and all the other finishes have been completed as well, finishings. We can see that that's task number 12 here. So if I put a number 12 in there, then what that means is this milestone will appear once I've completed all the other furnishings. Hit enter, return, and notice that it's disappeared from here, and what will have happened is it will have scooted along to the end of the project, and it will now have a new date on it, right? And that is saying it's the 18th of November 1811. Now this milestone here is basically telling me that if everything goes according to plan, as I've detailed it here, then my house will be completed by the 18th of November. Okay, so that's what that milestone tells me. Now, let's put another one in for the groundworks. Okay, so that I know when the groundworks are completed. Right, so again, I go to building works, or the line below where I'm going to insert it. Right click, insert task. Okay, remember it's a task. Everything that you insert in the project is a task until you tell it otherwise. And this is going to be Groundworks milestone. Oh, sorry, I didn't take new task out. I better do that. And let's do that. Okay, so Groundworks milestone. Do that again. Remember to change it from 1 day to 0 days, or weeks, hours, whatever you're working with. Change it to a 0. Right, now, again, notice that it will have put it at the start of the project. Okay, so again, if I go back to the start of the project, you'll see that it's now put it there. Now, obviously, this is incorrect because we want it to basically show when I've cleared the site, checked for services, done the foundations, got cement and sand, mixed the concrete and laying the foundations. Okay, now once I've done all that, then that's my groundwork section completed. So I have to tell it what are the predecessors to that. And of course the predecessor to that is number 7. Okay, so let's put that in there. Number 7. Hit return, and then it'll give me that date there of 06 October, and that is when my groundworks milestone or the groundwork should be complete. Okay, so I've got this date here as a milestone, and I've got this milestone here. Okay, now thing to probably note here is that there's really not much of a distinction here within the project to indicate that this is a milestone. Right, the only thing that we can basically see different is that it's got 0 days, right, and this one's got 0 days. And that's why generally when we're working with the milestones, we'll put in a milestone title. Okay, so groundworks milestone, because that means that you can look at the task name and see milestone there as well. Right, it doesn't show up very well in the tasks area, but it does show up extremely well within the Gantt chart itself. Okay, so that's how we would insert and create milestones. Okay, so we insert the task, change it to some name, milestone, give it a duration of 0 days, hours, minutes, weeks. Ensure that you've got the predecessor correct, and then it should sit in the right location. Okay, so thanks very much for listening, and bye for now.